What's up, gang? My name is Vaughn Vintage, and I make a lot of music that I don't share with anybody. Lately, I've been really interested in the concept of creating, and in respect to making music in Ableton, I have found myself losing a lot of creative drive because I strive for perfection more than finishing cool ideas. And so this series is going to be me riffing and making music in the most informal way that I know how to, because I hate getting in front of a camera and going, "What's up, YouTube?" I'm not going to do that. So if you have a shorter attention span, or if you're looking for a tutorial, that's not the place. But if you want to vibe out with me and make some music, we're going to get started. Alright, now that we're here in Ableton, what I want to do first is get some drums laid out, and then we're going to figure out everything else from there. I really like the odd frequency sample pack, by the way. A lot of really good drums in there. Alright, a kick snare is all we need for now. Before I do any hi-hats, I'm actually going to switch over to my new ep.2 little MIDI controller, and then we're going to try and do a bass line from there, because it's really fun to mess around with that thing. Okay, so I've got my ep.2 mapped to a super simple supersaw in Serum. So we're going to loop the drum loop, I'm going to mess around with this, and then we're going to see what we can find. Alright, that's pretty sick. I like when it goes... So I think that little jump up there is pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and record this into the drum pattern, and then we'll flip back over to Ableton. Thank you, Ere, for always giving me some really cool ideas. I will see you guys back in Ableton. Now that we are back in Ableton with the project up, I can really hear an intro forming here with some washed out drums and a high pass filter on them, and then a pretty big drop to follow with this MIDI structure. So I'm gonna make this into an intro drop section real quick, and then I'll come back to you. Super industrial, really industrial vibes here. So we'll make the first 8 bars be the intro, and then right after 8 we're gonna go straight into it with some heavy ass shit. By the way, producer pro tip, make your own Ableton effects racks. They will come in handy someday, I promise. I think the energy is here for this one. I'm gonna add some more hype to the build-up, some risers, perhaps some effect samples, and then I think from there we're gonna jump straight into the drop, because that's the most fun part. So 2 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and add some hi-hats into the second part of this now. I'm starting to feel it, so let's get this shit moving. That right there is the power of good drums, a good synth bass line, and good energy. That's like 3 things that are in this track already, and I'm feeling this. Why don't we make it a little bit better? I kind of want something of a rolling bass line, do 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 do, something like that. So I'm gonna try to figure out something for that. We might have to pick a preset and then like program an LFO to it or something like that. We'll find something. So I'm gonna try to do some guitar, and then we're gonna wrap this up because we're gonna keep this short and sweet, and this is already sick. Alright, nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix that guitar into the project. We're gonna mix, do a little bit of mastering on that, add some more finalizing effects, and then I'm gonna play it back for you guys, and we'll see what we've created in this short little session. This has been fun. Yikes, that guitar is so harsh. We have to do a lot to that. Alright, so in the spirit of creativity, I'm going to go ahead and wrap here. We're in a pretty good place, and I feel like this is a good track to end on, and we're at a good spot. So I'm going to go ahead and play this back, and we'll see what kind of track we created. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next vintage session.